Was Mitt right to skip at 888-788-9910? And I'm sure he, even though he didn't say so, I'm sure he skipped it for all the reason that Huntsman laid out. Jersey Joe, a member of the Gibson community at GibsonRadio.com and a frequent interlocutor on this program.
You were a radio god.
Thank you. And by the way, Jersey Joe, I should mention to people, if you go to GibsonRadio.com, one of the deals is you become a member, you get in the chat. You not only have Jersey Joe in Jersey, you got Ellie in Paris, and Patrick.
Hundreds of people.
Patrick is in Hong Kong, is in the live chat this morning. I don't know that will be necessary, Bob. Jersey Joe.
That's dedication. 2:30 in the morning in Hong Kong, and Patrick Elliott is listening to us.
Thank God, and he's on the chat. Okay, Jersey Joe, you're up.
You see Huntsman just now. I haven't listened to Sean in a while, but he's exactly right on this. Why would Huntsman, who has 1%, you just laid it out, you have Newt, who has 30%, and he's going to entertain Trump and possibly use Trump like Trump used the birthers to get some notoriety and maybe sell books like these are all suggesting. I don't disagree with that. But to turn around and say that Trump is a clown or Trump dumbs down the debate, and then when Sean pushed Huntsman, you heard him pull right back and say, well, I mean, because...
Oh, that was about him being a successful businessman.
Right, well, exactly.
I mean, there's no denying that.
So lots of successful business people in this world. Why pick a birther?
I listened to you make fun of his hair, which I think is hilarious. I hear you make fun of his...
Excuse me, Jersey Joe, I have a very famous head of hair. It all grows out all over my head. It's not all 18 inches on one by my left ear and then swirled around and glued into place.
But why is that important?
Well, because it's not important. It's not important. It's another way of pointing out, if you must know, that I think the guy is, look, he's a successful real estate guy. Some people have not done so well with his investments. Unfortunately, I didn't get involved in it. But I think he is interjecting himself in this presidential race for the purpose of promoting his program on NBC, and it is silly for us to not recognize it and say we can't use the presidential nominating process to promote Donald Trump's show where he gets to say to Gary Busey or Meatloaf, "You're fired."
Oh, well, this isn't his reality show. Now, let me ask you, do you think it is going to be in Mitt's best interest over the next week with the way Trump is going to spin it and suggest that the reason Mitt didn't come on is because he doesn't want to have a more harsh debate than he did with Brett Baer?
So can I just quote for you, Jersey Joe? Mm-hmm. A question asked in the last Fox poll, which was sent to us by dear Dana Blanton, who runs the polling. People were asked, would you, is an endorsement from Donald Trump make any difference to your vote? Would you vote for that person? Would you vote against that person? Would it make no difference whatsoever? 6% said that they would take his endorsement and vote for that person. 32% said they would vote against the person he endorsed, and 60-some-odd% said it would make no difference whatsoever.
Right. But
so why would anybody seek Donald Trump's attention?
Well, you're assuming that poll, the questions on that poll weren't weighted to get a certain result.
Jersey Joe, that is the last refuge of a scoundrel when backed into a corner.
Listen, all I'm saying to you is it's publicity. One way or the other, it's publicity. Romney
He could get on any TV show he wanted at any time. Romney,
yeah.
Right, but he's not.
He doesn't need to go to Donald Trump to get it.
He's not going to be on stage with Newt answering the questions that Newt answered.
Oh, he's going to be.
December 15th.
There are two debates in December that Romney's doing and Newt will be doing and Donald Trump won't be doing.
Yeah, and did any of those moderators of any of the debates so far bring up anything about the trade imbalance with China? Did they go into depth on that? Do you hear anything that Trump says, or you just disregard all of it?
Donald Trump says we've got to do something about the trade imbalance with China, and Donald Trump doesn't address the fact that China is the one that buys all of our debt. Donald Trump's is a Herman Cain, a 999 on this subject. Fine, I appreciate his views. He can go on Greta tonight, lay out the questions he would ask if he were having a debate, though he's not, and maybe Brett Baer will pick up on him. How about that?
Do you think that Romney is not going to change his mind when he sees the negatives come from this? If the debate
From who? Who's the negative coming from?
Wait a minute.
Talk radio?
Are you telling me that Romney's going to flip on this?
I'm saying if he sees his poll numbers dropping lower than Newt's further, and listen,
So the cure is going to be Donald Trump?
They're all siding with Trump, not me. The morning talk show, CPAC, just endorsed Trump.
I don't care who did it. Listen, Jersey Joe, look at
The
Fox.
morning talk shows.
Look
What does that mean?
Look at Fox. They got Donald Trump on Fox and Friends practically every morning. Greta seems to have a chair with his name on it. Sean has him on whenever he wants. I am swimming upstream here. I get it. This is not the majority opinion here at the Fox News Channel. But I'm holding up my hand and saying, I disagree. I think it is bad to have Donald Trump involved in this, and I think that we need to recognize that and say, no mas to the Donald. 888-788-9910. Wasn't Mitt right to dump the Trump?